Do you know what? I love it when an Airsoft replica is so one-to-one scale that the box that it comes in is literally longer than the desk that it's sitting on.
This is another Airsoft Mike production.
The ZB-26 is arguably one of the best light machine gun designs of all time, due to its reliability, accuracy, and durability. It was produced in Czechoslovakia and used by numerous national militaries, including the British Army, in the form of the Bren gun. This iconic design is represented here today in the form of the Snow Wolf MG-26T. Let's see how faithful it is to its real steel counterpart. Over to you, Airsoft Mike.
Right, here goes. Okay, I love historical weapons, especially when they come to the Airsoft world. So, what do we get in the box? Complimentary bag of BBs, a little adapter should you wish to use a Dean's battery. Oh, nice. A little bag of O-rings, a speed loader, a very nice looking bipod, a substantial looking mag, look at this beast, full metal, no wheel, nice, so it's a mid cap, and now, oh, wow, oh my goodness. This packs some weight. So the first thing I need to do is get the bipod on. Just want to quickly show you the cool spring-loaded mechanism right here. So if you lift that up, you release the legs, and to close it in, you just do that. Nice. And to attach the bipod to the ZB-26, you literally do it from here onto there. Okay, temporary change of gloves so everything doesn't just blend into black. Right. And the bipod does fold up, but there's nowhere that it actually secures properly. So although it will stay up like that, but if you're mad enough to want to run around with this, that will eventually just make its way back down again. However, there are these loops here. Possibly you could strap it around the, but I don't know. What a stunner. Okay, so straight away, although I love this luxurious, deep, rich black colour, I'm sure the gas tube is supposed to be a lighter colour, sort of a greyish silver or blued. I don't know, you tell me. So yeah, this is the Snow Wolf MG-26T light machine gun replica, an AEG, aka the ZB-26, and the first thing that stands out for me is the beautiful wood furniture that this piece has, and of course it is made completely, apart from the wood, out of metal, a mixture of steel and aluminium. Absolutely love how Snow Wolf has beautifully replicated the real thing. I've seen one or two things which is not quite there, which I feel they could have done, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's start at the rear. So, just like its real counterpart, look at that construction there. Very nice. So on this Airsoft version, by lifting this up, it releases the butt plate so you can install your battery. So there you go, there's your little fuse box there and your Tamiya plug. Again, I love that Snow Wolf provides you with a little adapter so you can use a Dean's battery if you wish. Okay, so for the UK variation of this, they recommend a 7.4 LiPo. Other countries, or if you want to mod this or do any upgrades, go ahead and stick in an 11.1. But for the purpose of this version, it's a 7.4 LiPo. For me, loads of room. That battery literally disappears all the way down there, so it leaves you enough room for cable management. And I absolutely love the simplicity of how the butt plate locks back into place. Now, of course, in the real world, that would be your shoulder rest plate. But in Airsoft, this model, again, that's how you get to your battery compartment. Right, so nice texture on the butt plate there. Let's move along. How awesome and authentic does this all look? I love it. However, Snow Wolf has fallen short of a couple of things. Anyway, let's continue. And if you're an expert in this field of this particular model, you will probably notice more than just a couple of things. But as you look at it, it looks amazing. So the first thing I've got to say, which I am very disappointed with, Snow Wolf, for some reason they've only made this a safe and full auto. There's no semi-auto. Snow Wolf, why? Anyway, so safe, nice trigger lock there. But then the next move is to go to that position there and it's full auto. Oh, that sounds sweet. It is possible to fire single BBs, but you've really got to manipulate that trigger because it will be so easy to accidentally let off two. See? And then we get to the section that really interests me the most. I absolutely love the design of this right here. So that right there is so you can adjust your elevation on your rear sight. And again, there's something here that Snow Wolf could have done, but they didn't do. So when you turn it, you will see the rear sight start to rise and you need to turn it towards you. Noisy little thing. But anyway, yeah. Decent. So let's get that back down. Now, as cool as I think this looks, once again, Snow Wolf cut corners here, because on that right there, somewhere around there, there should be numbers. A nice little sort of window where you can see numbers for the range. So as you're manipulating that rear sight and its height, there should be a set of numbers there, but there's nothing. So again, this is why I find this platform so interesting. Right here is where you put your mag and you simply slide the cover forward. That reveals where you feed your BBs from the mag, that is. Again, very substantial mag. Nice. And then we get to this beautiful looking carry handle. Again, nice bit of real wood there. So, on this version, yes, you can move it to the top here and you can use it as a carry handle. And in the real world, let's say you've just finished using this and the barrel's hot and you want to take the barrel off for whatever reason, swap it out for another one, whatever. You don't really want to hold on to the barrel, so again, you can use your handle. You just use that to release the barrel. However, let's get back to the handle, because this is where this Airsoft version falls short. Nothing to do with barrel removal, it's all about using this as some sort of grip or foregrip. So on the real version, you're able to move the handle forward and have it down just in front of that lug and lock it into place. So you can use it like a handle, like this. But not on this Airsoft version. However, on this Airsoft version, to be fair, you can loosen that screw, you can move the whole handle mechanism forward and bring that handle down to here. But it doesn't really properly lock into place. But you know what? I still think it looks awesome on this Airsoft version. Now, because this ZB-26 has a top-mounted mag, it leaves all this space down here. And on this Airsoft version, right up there is where you adjust your hop up. And if you look down here, you can see where it says hop and which way you would hop up. And if you look right down in there, you can see that rather large, very convenient adjustment wheel. Oh, and whilst I've got it lying down, let me just quickly show you again that big barrel removal lever. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to stop for now talking about what Snow Wolf missed out and didn't do, and just talk about what they did very well. I mean, they could have just made this a plain old smooth barrel and be done with it. No, they replicated its real counterpart beautifully with this thinned outer barrel, which in the real world will help with the cooling effect. And again, Snow Wolf has beautifully replicated the flash hider. Decent. And you know what else Snow Wolf has done very well? They've put the front sight offset to the left, so it lines up with the rear sight, which is also to the left, which of course Snow Wolf had to do because that's how the real version is. And most importantly, look where the mag is. Once again, bang center on the top. Do you know what? As much as I love modern platforms, especially my previous video, nothing beats historical weapons. Come on, look at this beauty. Anyway, there. On the stock you have your rear sling point, which swivels, it moves, nice. And there you have your mock charging handle. Doesn't do anything, just for looks, but at least it moves. Nice. And of course you've got your nice huge mag release right there. Talking about mag release, let's get the mag out so I can get it ready. By the way, top tip from your boy Airsoft Mike, whoever he is, because the magazine is mounted on the top, and when you remove it, all of that there is exposed, especially if you're on an outdoor airsoft arena or field. Get into the habit of just closing it up again. It just stops any debris dropping in there. I mean, that could happen inside as well, but more so outside. Be mindful, there is a lip just there that needs to slot in there on your mag. So it's not just a case of crunching it in like that. You know, get it to slot in there properly. And Bob's your uncle. Oh, by the way, it's a 14mm counterclockwise male threaded outer barrel. And did I mention it does have sling points? Okay, so for starters, you can actually use the bipod as a sling point. Nice. Can you see that there and there? It looks like it's cracked. Okay, this is metal, okay? Whether it's pop metal or not, I don't know. But if you look on the top, it isn't cracked at all. That literally is just the coating that is like that. See? Nothing at the top. However, if you look just above the mock gas tube, you will see right there a sling point. And there's another one on the other side. Nice. Okay, let's chrono this historical masterpiece right here. And then afterwards, it's a full auto affair. So we're just going to sling a few BBs at the target. Okay, this thing is so huge. I'll try and do single shots. Oh, that was two, hold on. Okay, here we go. Two again. So there you go, you get the idea. You're getting over 300, which is good. Let's go full auto, baby. Nice. Averaging out at 317.9, so yeah, 318. Can we just pay our respects for the bullseye? It's gone. Normally I can point at the bullseye and do the whole perfect thing, but it's gone. Absolutely destroyed. So there you go, people. For you airsofters out there that like historical weapons, or you reenactors, because I do know I do have a few faithful followers of my YouTube channel that they're not even airsofters, they just love historical weapons. and they know that Airsoft sometimes produces very nice historical weapons. In terms of looks, I don't think you would be disappointed. Now, it's not officially licensed, so you're not going to get your real steel trades or anything like that, but overall, this thing is gorgeous, and it's huge! And the weight, oh, nice weight to it too, but not overly heavy. Nice.